How's it going, everyone? I'm Chuck, and welcome to Chuck's How To's. Today, we've got issue number 2 of Eaglemoss's Eleanor Mustang, featured in Gone in 60 Seconds. With that, let's get started. Okay, so in today's kits, in my issue 2, I did receive my binder for all the magazines to be put into. So I did receive that today, or I should say in issue number 2. Alright, so in kit 3, looks like we got the intake, we got valve covers, and the air filter on top that we're putting together. Alright, let's get started here. Get some oil. Come on. Alright, so according to this, we are going to need the DSO2s, and we got PSO5s. But for in this section, we're doing the intake, which is metal. And valve covers are metal also. Alright, let's get some DSO2 screws here. Alright. Those. And let's see. Oh, okay. So that one's going on that side. Let's get a screw here. Oops. Just get a dab of oil. Alright, there's one. Here we go. There's two. So we got that side done. Get the other side here. Get more screw loaded up. Come on. Here we go. All right. There's one on there. Now this is being recorded for on 4th of July weekend. It's a Saturday. So tell me in the comments and stuff of what you're planning for your 4th of July weekend. If you're hanging out at the lake, going camping with your family, just hanging at home, you know, doing fireworks and stuff, you know, go ahead and put a comment down below and let me know. Alright, so got an extra DSO2 screw, so add that to the collection. Alright, so we got the valve covers on. Next is the little, come on. Yeah, we'll go ahead and dump this stuff out here. Put that down there. Alright, so next we got the air breather. And this is going to be directional. If you can see, it does have like a little key cutout, so it's only going to go in one way. Oh, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Alright. Next. Looks like we got the air cleaner. Alright, so this is the bottom. And this is like a little fine mesh. And simply put it in the track here. If you can see on the filter, this just fits down into the little track. And that's it. So that's in like that. Then we get the top. Now These do have offsetted pegs here, as you can see, along with the top of the air cleaner, so just match it up. And, okay, come on. Alright, and that's in there. Alright, and for this one, we're going to need the PSO5s. So let's get some PSO5 screws here. Alright, there's one. Get this other one here. Alright, so we got those in. Got the air cleaner assembly, kind of looks pretty cool. Got the Eleanor symbol on the top. Now, from I have heard and read some messages that some people were, I don't want to call it complaining, because the actual air cleaner, it either said it's got like louvers on the top. It's more of kind of like an aluminum intake. Or air cleaner, and it says like Ford Motorsport or Mustang across it and stuff. So, you know, it is what it is, I guess. So, alright, then next we're putting on the carburetors. So we got our two carburetors, and looks like they're both the same, so it doesn't look like anything's directional at all. Alright, let's put this on the intake here. And it looks like they just press on, and they're staying in place. Alright, that's it for that. Then next, we're putting the air cleaner onto the intake. Alright, so now according to this, they've got the Eleanor hanging out to the back like that. But that doesn't look right, because this is going to be the front of the motor, because this is where the distributor is, and then one of these holes is going to be the thermostat outlet and all that. So this would be the front of the motor here. So I'm actually going to I'm flipping this around and putting it that way, and actually I think that looks better. Plus then you got the Eleanor logo sitting at the front of the motor. So I'm going to do it that way. Okay, so had a little bit of a snafu. I had to mess with my carburetors a little bit. If you can see, it's got the holes in there for when the air cleaner's going to line up, and my air cleaner wasn't setting nice and even. So like if you see right here how it sits nice and even, mine, it's like the back one would sit flat, but then the front one wasn't. So after messing with the carburetors and getting the holes to line up, so now everything is sitting nice and pretty. So yeah, I just had to mess with the stuff a little bit. Alright, so we can get our PSO5 screws here. And then we got two holes here in the bottom of the intake where this is going to connect. And simply put our screws. Alright, there's one. Alright, get the second one here. Alright, that's it. Got all the screws in. Intake's on. Not too bad. Okay, so that's it for kit number 3. Now, kit number 4. We got the hood, the grill, we got fog lights, and it looks like we even got lights to install. Alright, so I've got my front end of the Mustang here from the last issue. So get that. Got the kit here. And looks like we got some DSO3s and DSO2 screws. And we do have the lid, or excuse me, the hood. So not too shabby. It's going to be a pretty big model. Alright, so on the first step, it looks like we're putting on the main grill. And they are calling for DSO3 screws. So let's get the screws here. Get 2 of those out. And looks like we're going to have a spare. Or, oh, yep. Alright, let's put a spare in there. Alright, and so again, get our oil. Oop. Get our screw. Oh, come on. There we go. Get it in the hole there. Tighten that up. There's one. Alright, there's the second one. Sweet. Alright, next we are putting in the fog lights. So the fog lights here. Let's see here, we'll get the smaller grill, the lights. And for these, it looks like we're going to be using the DSO2 screws. So let's get these out and ready. Oops. Alright, so these go in here like this. Alright, get a screw, dab of oil, there's one, two, and let's see here. This one looks like it's not sitting as flush. Let's see here. There we go. Alright, that looks a lot better. Alright, so we got our fog lamps in. Very nice. Alright, so next we are doing the lighting. Got some electrical here. So according to the instructions here, we take the first light at the end of the wire. That's going in for our headlight. Let's let's see, actually, let's put this in this way. And then it shows this one being put in. Now, I'm going to use my finger as a backup to, so when sticking this in, it doesn't break the light. Then it shows just bending this down like that. This one comes down, and this one comes down like that. Then we'll do the other side here. So again, take the one light at the end of the wire, goes into the front headlight. Bend that down, bring down this other one to the fog light, get that in there, and bring that down. Alright, so there's both of our lights stuck in. Then the next, we got our small little grill. And actually this one's going to go like this. And you know what? Let's see here. I'm going to try something a little different. I'm actually going to undo the fog light here. And I'm going to try running this light through this way. Then putting the light in. Actually, oh, that's not going to work that way either. So actually, what I want to run both of these in here this way. Now put our light in, and then put this down into the hole. Yeah, there we go. I think this is gonna look a lot better too, and I think the grill's gonna fit in a lot easier. So we'll put that back in there like that. Got that screwed back in. Alright, yes. Oh, much better and cleaner. So before, and you got this sticking out back here, and after, runs a lot cleaner, and that grill, the small grill's gonna set in there a lot cleaner. So we got those wires rerouted. Definitely, I think that looks a lot cleaner and better, if you don't mind me saying. Alright, now we'll get this grill on. And again. And that fits so much better. Alright, these are being put on with DSO2 screws also. Alright, that's the completed front end for this kit. Got that put together. Woohoo! Alright, then looks like we got an extra DSO2 screw. So throw that guy in there. Alright. So that's it for kit number 4. Kit number 5. We have got part of the front seat. Looks like this is the backrest of the front seat that we got here. Second. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, we got PSO5 screws involved with this one. Alright, so for this, get the chrome piece on here. Then it looks like we've got 2 PSO5 screws we got going into the, actually, nope, I stand corrected. All 4 corners here are getting screws. So let's get these out. Alright, so that's it for that, and looks like we got a extra screw, PSO5, so we'll add that to the collection. And now we got the front part of the seat, which is kind of cushiony. I don't know what kind of material, kind of some type of vinyl. But anyways, it looks like we just press fit this on. So we got some locating lugs here. So this is actually being pressed into that one, and that one. If you see the little pins. So that's where we're lining this up. Let's see, get, at least try to. Okay, that one's lined up. Oh, there we go. Just pops on. Alright, so that's it for the backrest. That's completed. Alright, so we got kit number 6 here. I got my X-Acto knives. Alright, all the stuff out. And it looks like we got some DSO4 screws. Got the disc, plate, caliper, and the spindle. Alright. So now this is the disc plate. So now this, comes on there like that. But if you've ever worked on a car and seen the dust covers, these are black. So, and this part usually isn't in here, this part. So I'm going to mod this a little bit, and I'm going to cut this piece out. So, because it shouldn't be there. And then I'm going to hit this with some like semi-gloss black paint or flat black, whatever I might have. And the caliper, I've got some touch-up paint. So I may go ahead and throw some color on that just to because all these pieces are silver. And, I mean, let's see here. Put this on. Now, I'm not fully assembling this, but, if you kind of put this together, so it's kind of put together somewhat, but everything's the same color. Now granted, it's going to be behind the wheel, but I mean, you will, you'll be able to see the disc caliper and stuff, but I don't know. That just all blends together. So I'm going to have fun with this and cut this piece out and get it painted and stuff. So I'll get this going and throw you some music. Modifications done. So we've got this cut out, painted semi-gloss black. The rotor, I kind of sanded, I kind of got rid of the casting marks. I mean, you can still see a faint. And then I painted it with a stainless steel paint. It's just stuff that I had on hand. It's made by Eastwood, and it's specifically made for the master cylinders for your brake system. Because if you know anything about brake fluid, it will eat through paint and cause rust and stuff. But anyway, so this is like a special paint that you use. I happen to have it left over. So as you can see, here's like your regular silver parts, or maybe even this is a little bit better of a contrast on how you can see that's more of a silver, and this is more of, it almost kind of looks like a cast iron gray almost. But anyway, so it's a little bit of a color differential just to see. Alright, so we got the spindle here and the disc brake, and let's see here. And actually this is directional. So you cannot, it'll only go on one way. Alright, that's on there. And we'll get the disc on there. And now the brake caliper. And the brake caliper, I did put a second coat of the blue touch-up paint that I used for the color. And let's see here. Get this. There we go. Alright, that's in there. Alright. So to me, that looks a lot better than everything being the same color. You got color differences and all that. Now, when we mount this to the wheel, it is directional. So on the wheel, if you can see here, there's like a little lug there. And on here, on the disc, you can see there's a cutout there. So we need to match those up here on the wheel so everything lines up. And boom. Everything's on there. Let's get rid of this paper towel. Alright, let's get a DSO4 screw out here. Come on. Now, we don't want to do it too tight. I mean, we want to get it on there. So, to me, that's still a little loose. Alright. And it's still a little... You don't want to get it too tight, because then the wheel's not going to spin at all. There. So it's still snug, so this whole assembly is not moving at all, but if you hold it, the wheel still turns pretty good. So with that being together, then we put our little center cap on. Now this has got a magnet, and it's going to make contact with that screw that we just put in, so it's going to stay in place. Alright, that's it for issue number 2. We are fully completed. And let's see here. Before we forget, put this extra screw, DSO4. Okay, so we got our front grille. We got the lights installed, the fog lights and everything. We got that done. We got the back part of the backrest of the front seat done. We got left wheel assembly and brake done. And we got our intake and all that done. And that's it for issue number 2. Alright, that's Alrighty, folks, that's it for today's video. Next one, issue number 3. I'd like to thank you for watching today. Have yourself a safe, happy 4th of July. Enjoy all those hot dogs and hamburgers and fireworks out there. Thank you for all my military brothers and sisters out there for guarding the safe nation of ours. God bless you all. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel if you like it. Leave a comment down below. Catch you next time. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.
Oh, don't do this to me.